Jonathan Yarwood. I'm a top 100 golf instructor and happy to be here to help you with your game. Well, it's just getting really proficient at everything and just kind of refining everything, really. I mean, obviously everyone, swings in a certain way, they hit the ball in a certain way, they have the short game in a certain way. The ones who really make it, refine it to perfection, really, and they hone their craft and they hone their skill. And that's what you're going to do. You've got to look at golf at it's like a pizza. There's different slices. There's technical slices, there's short game slices, there's how you manage your brain slices. There's lots of different slices of the game, and you've got to look in each area of how to marginally improve and marginally gain. And then once you've kind of got to a point where you're very proficient, you've got to really master that. And to be able to master that, you've got to be able to practice in different modes, in different under pressure, and really, hone it to where it's second nature. So when you're under the most pressure, which is what you're going to experience when you're one of the best, you can still perform. The environment you're trying to put your children into is one of nurturing, number one. You've got to develop and nurture the person. But number two, a place that's got a history and a track record and a coaching team that's produced results, right? So those two things that kind of compose and make up golf. And then the last thing is obviously strong academics. So you need those three components really humming together. But you need a history and a track record of it all kind of harmonizing to create results. Juniors, in general, the overlooked part is the technical side. I think a lot of the times people let kids have homegrown techniques and then they kind of have to retool their technique when they're older. What I've always done historically is I've created a blueprint early on for players so that we don't get too technical. We kind of find out what's going on with their game, how they move, etc. and then create a robust technique for each individual that they grow with. So they're able to control the ball, they're able to hit it a long way, and they don't have any major changes later on in their career. So don't get too carried away with results early on. Get carried away with getting mastery of the skills, being able to transfer the skills, develop the skills. That's really the essence of the lower foundation and what's overlooked. I think a lot of parents look at, my child's got to win an Orange Bowl at 14 or an IJGA at 15. I've never really thought about that. It's not really on my radar. It happens, but it happens as a consequence of good processes and mastery of the technical side of it as well as the artistic side of it. So you've got control of the golf ball. If you've got control of the golf ball and you grow with that skill, you'll become a great player. You'll win tournaments as a byproduct. The biggest thing is, as a parent, I mean, it's not an easy task, is it? It's not an easy task being a parent, full stop, but it's very difficult being a parent of somebody who plays golf because golf is so fickle, it's so difficult. So the number one thing, as I've always said, is have unconditional love as a parent. No matter what, do not base your love on the performance or an outcome of a golf tournament. No matter what, if they shoot 90 or they shoot 60, be the same parents, arm around them no matter what. That is so important. You can't hang your self-esteem or your love or your relationship on a result of something as fickle as golf. So you've always got to be there for them, support them as human beings. And understand that golf's a difficult game. So all the parents that I've dealt with, I work in a team with them. So I include them in the lessons, include them in the development, so that everyone's on the same page, there's no mixed messaging. And also I would encourage all the parents to keep playing golf, or if they don't play golf, try and play golf. Because it's one of those sports where you're on the sidelines, it looks easy to watch, but it's brutally difficult, and you might think that your son or daughter is deliberately making mistakes or hitting shots where you think, oh my god, they're crazy, they're not trying. They are trying. It's an extremely difficult game and it's an easy game to watch. So I would spend some time yourself trying to play and trying to understand the complexities, how difficult it is for everybody, no matter who it is, and then that'll help you keep perspective on it. But make sure you give them unconditional love no matter what the outcome.